Welcome back to how to make a clicker game. This time it's part 2 and I will show you the rest. There might be a part 3 showing those small things you can do to change it, but this will get the buying stuff and that's it. So this is what we left off to. It'll cost 50 to do this and stuff. We're gonna add the arms now. So he get arms like this. So I'm gonna duplicate the legs and I'm gonna move this back. And because I duplicate it, it still has all the code. So let's say we're gonna duplicate the cost too. Let's say instead now it's 100. We're gonna have to go to the code and change it to 100. So you can go minus 100. So change pop, let's say by 5. That would be good. And yeah, so we did, if you buy this, it'll change to costume 2, which is this. That's all we left off to. Now there's a problem here. We still have legs and we don't have the arms. So we're gonna have to go to the costume 3. And we're gonna have to get the mouse pointer and delete everything that we don't need, and we're just getting the arms. So we're just gonna delete everything except the arms and copy it. We're gonna press these arrows to go back. Then we're gonna go straight to here, delete, paste. Now we have the arms. Now, like I said in the last video, you can just press the equal sign for this and drag it around. So I'm gonna drag it, hopefully, right next to it. And then we can make it. Now you can see these hitboxes are really small. So because we have a white background, we can just make a white square around it. And then click this and go to back one there. So now it's just a white square behind it. So now it has a bigger hitbox. Coming with the legs, you can see here that it'll just switch costume to 2. So if that's the same for the arms, when I buy the arms, it'll switch to this. But after that, and I buy the legs, it will switch back to that, switching it. We want it to be permanent instead. So we have to make a new variable called whatever. I'm just do L. We have to hide it since this variable is going to be used to inside. So we're going to have a change L by 1. We're going to go to control, press if, then. We're going to put this below there. We're going to operators and if L, so we're going to go variables. If L equals 1 or let's say 0, then switch costume to 2. Then we're going to have to go here, set L to 0. So we're going to have to do the same for the hands. So we're just going to do LL, which will hide 2. And we're just going to copy and paste this with the message. And then we're going to change this to L, like that. But this time we'll switch costumes to 3. Then we're going to go here and we're going to broadcast a new message. Let's say LOL. And then we're going to go to here and we're going to do LOL here. So now, when we click this a bunch, we'll zoom in, it'll get big from the animations. And when we press that, it'll go to number 2. But when we press this one for 100, I'll get arms. I'm just checking this works. Is that when we press the legs now, it won't go to just legs, which means it works. But when I press this green flag, I don't go back to the normal sprite. So we have to go to looks and we have to do switch costume. So costume 1. This will make it so it goes back to the head costume every time. So even if we tap it a bunch and we get to 50, and we do that and we press green flag, it'll go back, resetting everything. So that is basically the game finished. If you want to add more text, like everything's disappearing. If you want to add something like, let's say, 1 per click maybe, and then now people know to buy that and you get 1 per click. I'm going to move this so it actually shows by going onto the mouse and moving it. And that's it. You just have to make more of them, like duplicating, and that's it. Now, they're really showing that they're always like that. So we're going to put a forever loop, if, and there. Then we're going to grab this again. We're going to put it here. Then we're going to go to event, and when green flag clicked, and we're going to go to looks again to get set color effect to, or set ghost effect to, let's say, 60%. So now it should show in a ghost effect when we have more than 100. But that's inverted, so it should be when not. And also we can change this to an if else, if then else, which would go here, and we can go to looks and we can set it back to 0. So this should work. As you can see now it's ghost. So when I tap it a bunch and I get 50, just to speed up things to get to 100, it will turn normal. So we could drag this over to here and hovering above the legs and the torso, and then it's here. I'm gonna do this to 50 because that's what it costs, and we can do the same thing for both of them. You can also, and put that back, do it for the writing, the text, and yeah, there you go. So maybe next episode we can show you how to get rid of these ugly sprite, or not sprites of variables, and change them. Maybe if we go to type in glow into these numbers up here. So I'll show you that. It's really complex, so it might take up an episode, but yeah. Thank you for watching this. That's the game completed. You can just duplicate these, add more. There's another episode coming in. That would be adding all these little accessories, maybe settings, music, achievements. There's a lot to add to a clicker game, and I'll show you this. Thank you for watching.